or up?
We're walking from the campground. You are here.
Mm-hmm.
Down here to Gibraltar Rock.
I see. Okay. Sounds good.
Let's do it. Oh, here comes the rain. Or maybe that's just dripping from trees, eh?
Gust of wind.
Yeah. This is the path back to our camp.
Hidden, overgrown. It's definitely chilly.
Yeah, hey? It's a nice stand.
Whoa, what flower is it?
Arnica. Heartleaf arnica. A lot of them coming out now.
Okay.
Yeah. Good spot for a breath. Big tree.
One of my dreams, similar to that tree.
Bigfoot or lightning?
Yeah.
Maybe wind.
Oh, it's is to go to see the California redwoods.
Yes.
That is a really big tree.
Same. Right now I'm hunting big BC trees, but
Yeah.
someday I'll make it to NorCal, Oregon.
Well, I'll get close enough. I'm going to Seattle.
Yeah.
I
lot
don't
of-
see many big trees in Seattle, but
There is
on the outskirts of it.
a lot of big trees still in Seattle. It's a very green city. A lot of forested parks.
Yeah. I'd love to do a little bushwalk while I'm there, but I don't know if the friends I'm going with are people.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yeah.
We'll plan a trip sometime.
Yeah.
Nice little. They're all just coming out last couple days. This is Oregon grape. Really open forest, hey? Like
Funky looking slug.
easily transversible. That's an older. All the lichen on that one.
I'm currently doing a course in school called Dinosaur Earth.
Oh,
It's one of my things to get my science requirements,
cool.
and it's not just about dinosaurs. It's also about the what's it called? the Earth and the climate around from the Triassic to the Cretaceous period.
Oh yeah.
So currently I'm learning, I just started it. It's an online course.
Cool.
So the last few days have been in my
Introductory more than anything, kinda.
yeah. I've been learning about the different eons throughout time.
That's a memory. That's difficult. I had to do that too for a course, getting them all in line.
Yeah. And we did a really cool thing actually, but it was a bit difficult because it required a bit of math. Where, you know, have you seen that thing where they managed to get the Earth's age and condense it into 1 year?
Yeah.
So that you can see just the actual time scale of
How long each aeon took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What we did is we got our birthdays and it re-expanded it back out to see how long ago our birthday was on that time scale.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Look at that tree, hey? It's got a little nursery log in front of it, but see how big it stays.
Yeah.
As it goes up, eventually they stop growing up and they just grow out. And that's like probably a 150 to 200-year-old tree. That's the kind of the oldest age you'll see in this forest. There's like forestry maps online I can send you a link to. You can cursor, it's really amazing the way map technology works, but just move your cursor over a forest and it'll tell you the average age of that spot. Yeah. But
Yes, my birthday.
your birthday within that.
My birthday within that was 2.2 billion years ago.
Ah, that's so perfect.
I know. And it was right at when it's called the Great Oxidization event.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It was where the Earth started getting oxygen because single cell organisms that were created not that long before that,
Ocean life forms started.
they started photosynthesizing, which then created oxygen. And that was
Magical. Our ancestors, they worked so hard to do that, you know?
yeah. And the song that was stuck in my head after doing that whole class was just like the
Aesop
fish
Rock.
climbed out of the ocean.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Nice.
But it's kind of cool because the course I did last semester was the human origins archaeology. So it's like all about just like paleontology and learning about early human fossils and how monkeys turned into humans basically.
Yeah.
That evolutionary path. So it's only it's just like, oh, this is like about the eon before that started happening.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just like every class, and so it's really cool because every class I'm doing, I'm curious about what class I'm going to take next. That kind of adds to my understanding of natural history.
Your experience as you're going through the lessons, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I'm quite a fan of natural history.
Same.
It's like prehistory.
Yeah.
It's fun because it's like this is before all the stuff got full of war and stuff.
And it's I find it, I love it because it's the majority of the time of life on Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're such a small fraction of it. This is a little bit more rare, but chocolate lily or checker lily.
Oh wow.
Yeah. A few of them there.
They're quite pretty.
Very. And they have it's hard to see in them, right? They're pointed down, but they got a nice little yellow stamen inside.
Cute.
Yeah, probably see more on the hike if they're here. This is the sunflower.
Oh, the leaves for
Yeah.
it.
You know, these will grow up. They're not quite old enough. They're just starting to flower now. Not quite enough sun in here to put on the same show that they do out there.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a mix amongst all the wildflowers in here.
Just lower level shrubbery.
Yeah. Herbaceous. The herbaceous layer level, they call it. Got some pine trees. One pine tree and some amarilla root rot beetle kill trees. Doug fir, juniper.
It looked quite red.
The wood on that one.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. That almost looks like a cedar, the way it has the buttress going out.
Yeah.
But could just be a spruce. There's some spruce mixed in here, and they're a very shallow rooted tree. They tip over a lot like that.
Not very grounded.
Yeah, exactly. That's a big dead tree there. There's no living parts on that one. It's just a wildlife tree. You can see all the holes in it. So that's for like flying squirrels, owls, other small birds. Need those trees. Oh,
Yeah, they're good for homes.
paintbrush, red paintbrush. There's some orange ones too. They're called Indian paintbrush or giant Indian paintbrush, but that's not appropriate anymore. So I just call them paintbrush.
Makes sense. There's not many other flowers called paintbrush, so it doesn't really need to differentiate.
You know, that one has some different colors. So it's like, is it a red paintbrush, an orange paintbrush, a pink paintbrush? There's actually a yellow paintbrush, and it grows only in the lower Thompson Valley. So like Valley View Nature Park,
Yeah.
and like the very dry, hot areas. That's related to those red ones, but it's a lot smaller and pale yellow, sulfurous yellow.
I'm gonna take a photo of this pathway.
That's a nice big tree there too. Another like veteran of the forest, right? The mother to these ones around it. Lovely. Saskatoon berry, one of the most common shrubs across the nation, across Canada, North America even.
Are they poisonous?
No. Main food source. Have you heard of pemmican?
Nope.
In the prairie Cree cultures, and like through the Métis and living, colonization and whatnot, they made a shelf-stable food called pemmican. It was made out of those berries, other berries, dried meat, and like batted together, and it was like a really dense, thick bread.
That's quite cool.
And that was one of the main ingredients that made it up, those dried berries. Hello.
Yeah.
Western stone seed. You don't see that much out here. It's the yellow flowers there. Kind of almost hard
yeah?
to see. That's more of a lower elevation flower too. But because we're only 700 meters above sea level.
It's managed to make its way
Yeah.
here.
Or survived as the climate's kind of cooled down over time. Populations isolated. Yeah, it's so easy. I've often thought this park is second rate, not quite that nice compared to other places, but you really get spoiled when you go to the coast or to the big lakes like Shuswap and Adams Lake and stuff, and it's so, primordial looking. This just feels kind of basic, but I gotta catch myself, and like it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Open, high visibility forest, big trees, diverse understory.
For someone like me that doesn't know much at all about the things that grow here, it's pretty
Forest diversity and stuff. Yeah, it's maybe not unique, but it's a really good sample of what it is. Especially this time of the year. All the Saskatoon blossoms.
Yeah, it's like everything's come out and everything is really lush and green.
You see that long brown lichen?
Yeah.
It's called witch's hair. And you can make that into a protein-filled soup if you're starving in the forest. can also just eat it, but it's a lot more edible as a soup.
It's like
There's a bunch of chocolate lilies in this field here. Checker lilies, not chocolate. Chocolate lilies, a lot of people call them that, but from my observations, they're not found here. Checker lily is a very specific species or variety of that lily that's only found in part of California or something, or on one of the volcanic mountains in the Cascades. This one, checker lily is more common, kind of more widespread. Yeah, well,
oh, must have just been blocking the path.
I think that's exactly it. It fell,
Yeah.
and they had to buck it up and clear the trail. That's the terminology. Buck it up, buck, like a woodchuck bucking wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really nice flat trail through the woods here. Just a little climb at the start. And a big climb at the end.
I'm preparing. Is that a woodpecker?
Yeah.